Hello there everyone, it's Shiny Sparky14 and welcome to The World of Magic, a mobile MMORPG game, and I am so excited for this. Oh my god, you have no idea. Let's go ahead and get this started. So, here we go. Now the first time you actually play this game, it's going to ask you to make a come to us ID and stuff like that. And once you have that taken care of, then you're going to be taken to this right over here. Usually an update thing, some kind of event in the game. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'll talk about that later. So, once you have that taken care of, then you're going to be taken to the 5 different servers. 4 in here, and I don't know what the hell those are, and 1 over here, I don't know those languages. I don't. So I debated a lot on which server I was going to start, and I'm going to be starting with Wodonka. That's what I ultimately decided. I think it is important because for some of you guys who are watching this might actually be interested in trying to find me or something, play with some guy who uploads videos on YouTube, stuff like that. So yeah, Wodonka. Now, once you do that, then you get to pick your realm. And this one I actually didn't really debate too much. I am going to be Lanos. The reason why, I just like Lanos a lot more. Ultimately, it's not game-changing on which faction you pick, but it is pretty important if you want to see certain maps and stuff. I'll talk about that later, once again. But anyways, please check, yeah, okay. You can only stay in one realm for one account, unless you delete all of your characters on that account. Then you can switch factions or realms, whatever. Same thing. Anyways, now we can actually make our character. So, let's see what we're going to do. Of course, we're going to be a male because I'm a guy, last I checked. Now we have, let's see, 1, 2, and 3. And then, okay, so we have pretty much 9 combinations for a man and 9 combinations for a woman, or just call them guy and girl. That's a lot easier. So for this one, for man, you have the blonde, then you can go ahead and change to these 3 colors. Then you have this kind of long hair thingy, which I don't like. And then you have these 3. For woman, I'll just go ahead and show them off. Those 3. Those 3. And those 3. Now I'm going to be a male, and I actually don't even like any of these hairstyles. So, I mean, definitely not the long. Either this one or this one, but I guess I'll just go ahead and do this one. Kind of a puffy spike. My hair's not like that. I comb it to the front and I spike the front only. And it's dark, so I'll do that one. Now there are the 3 classes, Warrior, Ranger, and Magician. This actually used to be called Wizard, the Magician one, but nobody called it Wizard. Everybody called it a Mage or Magician still. Finally, it's a good thing that they changed it to Magician in these new updates. Let's go ahead and go with Ranger. That's what I'm going to do. Then you have your stats. Now, I'm not going to be talking too much about that. I'll just go ahead and talk about them quickly. Strength means the damage that your character does. Intelligence... strength means the damage that your character does for warriors, close range. Intelligence, the damage that you do in terms of magical damage. That's important for mages. And dexterity is your distant damage, meaning that for rangers, basically just remember, strength is for warriors, intelligence for mages, dexterity is for rangers. Then you have constitution, which is actually your health. The higher the constitution stat, the more health you'll get per level up, and the faster that your health regenerates. One thing I didn't mention about strength and dexterity and stuff like that is that there's actually other effects. For example, dexterity. A higher dexterity also means you have a higher hit rate, maybe a higher evasion rate or a critical rate. I'm not so sure on that. But there's other things. But the important thing is just to focus on the certain stat depending on what class you are. Wisdom is basically like Constitution, except it's for MP. That's only important for mages. So for a ranger, the best thing to do is either maximize dexterity and then put the rest of the points in Constitution, or you can go ahead and do it in reverse. Maximize Constitution, and then put the rest of the points in Dexterity, or you can just, make a combination of whatever, 16, 17, 16, whatever. I'm going to maximize Dexterity, and just put the rest in Constitution. That's basically a glass cannon, meaning that you'll deliver more damage in general, compared to other Rangers, but you'll also take, not as much, you'll also not be able to tank as much damage, I should say. So there we go. Yeah, we're all good. And then characters' names. Let's see if this fits. Shiny Sparky. Damn it. Oh, it's only a 10. God damn, I can't even put Shiny Sparky. I was going to take out the 1-4. Well, I guess I'll do Shiny Spark. How about that? Oh, what? Damn it. Who took... Wait a minute. Oh, god damn it. Oh, hell no. I think I put it... Oh, god. Fine. I'm gonna do... Well, Shiny's gonna be taken. Oh my god. Should I do Shiny 1-4? Shiny Spark. You know what? I got a better idea. How about Spark? No, I don't want that though. God. Shiny S? That sounds stupid though. What? That's... Oh my god. How is Shiny Spark taken? I didn't reach level 5 on my other character. Dude, they better not have changed it in a new update. Oh my god. Okay, I'm wasting time here. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Shiny Spa. Shiny Spa. Shiny... Oh no! Oh, I got an alert. I gotta block that. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, that was actually no... No! Stop sending me notifications, friend. I'm gonna have to block that. God damn it. Oh. I forgot to... Oh my god, this is such a fail. This is such a fail. Okay, I'm just gonna put Shiny S. Shiny S. S meaning for Sparky, okay? I was gonna put Shiny 1-4, but I don't really like that. Okay, let's go ahead and start it. Yeah, sorry about those notifications. I'm just gonna put like something to block it on the top. I'm gonna make like a long rectangle in my image editing thing, and then just put it there in the video like at the top, so you guys don't see the message, because you know it's personal, it's private. Okay, so when you first start, you can do the tutorial, or you can just go ahead and skip it. I'm gonna skip it now. There used to actually be an option to skip tutorial, but now to skip it, you actually put OIC. That was something in the new update that I didn't really talk about either. But there you go. So, when you first start out the game, you're going to be taken here to this place called Woody... What the hell is it called? No, not Woody from freaking Toy Story. Woody-Weedy Village. Okay, that's what it's called. Okay, now, keep in mind, this is actually the first difference between Llanow's and Ceres. If you are on Ceres, you're going to start in a place called Woody-Weedy Village. Okay, pretty much they're the same, and yeah, you guys just saw a huge lag right there. That's kind of the problem with this game. There is a huge amount of lag. Now, if I lose connection, I'm just going to cut that, okay? I'm going to lose the connection, then cut that until when I'm back online, because that's going to be such BS. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you guys. There are some huge problems in this game regarding lag. And it doesn't matter how good your internet connection is. It doesn't matter. It lags like hell compared to other games. But yeah, again, you'll see more about that later. So anyways, this is, like I said, Woody-Weedy Village. There's not much here yet because we really don't have... Do we have any money? No, we don't. Oh my god. Way to go, developers. Start off with 0. What the hell? Alright, so let's actually go down. Now, we're going to go down here. This is called Woody-Weedy Forest, as you can see right here. Woody-Weedy Forest. Alright, so again, keep in mind now, if you are on Ceres, you're going to be in Woody-Weedy Forest. Okay, pretty much identical in terms of enemies and the atmosphere itself, but overall the X's are different, and overall the whole layout is a bit different. But again, it's pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and talk about the enemies here. I actually want to talk about enemies briefly in this kind of playthrough. So, Woody-Weedy Village introduces the first enemy in the game called a Kui. Now, Kuis are level 2 enemies, so they are the lowest level enemies in the game. Their attack style is melee, meaning that they attack from close range, and they are non-aggressive. Non-aggressive means that they will only attack you if you deliver the first attack to them. Their drops you can see on the screen quite a lot. From clovers, the most useless item in the game, only useful for one little quest in the beginning, and after that, they are terrible. Lollipops, which are healing items. Kui dolls, which actually sell for a pretty good amount. I'll talk more about these items, as we go, and more in detail every time I pick them up or stuff. Kui card 10, that's useful for a quest, but it's never worth it in my opinion. Lesser healing potions and lesser mana potions. Those are for HP and MP respectively. Those restore a very low amount of health, but they actually sell for a good amount of gold at this point in the game. So it's better to just sell those. Small treasure boxes, I'll talk about the contents in those later. Armor scroll, armor enchant scroll, D, those are actually very useful for throughout the entire game. They sell for a good amount of money in this thing called the Black Trader, which I'll talk about later. And the Lesser Restoration Potion, which is pretty garbage. It's useful to have a few, but you can't sell those. A lot of people already know that. But yeah, those are their stats. Next enemy is the Bramble Dongri. Bramble Dongris are level 3, which means they're a little bit tougher. Melee attacks, same thing. Aggressive, no. So pretty identical to Kuis, just a little bit tougher. They drop Donger used, which are not too good. Sparkling berries, again, not too useful. Lesser healing potions, lesser mana potions, you already know about that. A cotton, wait, no, I mean a frayed robe, sorry. A frayed robe, that's the first armor for rangers and warriors, I believe. I forgot to talk about the cotton robe, and the other one that's wait, I think I skipped the cotton robe for the Kuis. Whoops, my bad. Cotton robe is for mages, frayed robe is for rangers and warriors, the weakest armor. And they also drop a small treasure box and an armor enchant D. Next enemy is leaf boars and angry leaf boars. Now these are actually different enemies, but they're identical, almost in everything. So I figured to just do them in one page. They're level 4. They attack melee style, but they are aggressive. First aggressive enemies in the game. They drop wild boar meat, wild boar's tail hair, wild boar barbecue. Not very useful items. Ruined leather, a bit more useful for early in the game. Sparkling berries. Lesser healing potion, lesser mana potion, you already know about that. Practice sword, which is an improvement for warriors, a sword. Wooden short bow, which is a better weapon for rangers. And a small treasure box, and a lesser restoration potion. Now keep in mind, you will actually see what items are exclusive to the leaf boar and what items are exclusive to the angry leaf boar. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. The only other difference is that angry leaf boars are actually a bit faster, they run just a bit faster, so you could make the argument that angry leaf boars are actually, a bit, well, tougher. But anyways, those are all the new enemies, those are all the normal enemies, I should say. Now let's talk about the mini bosses. Bulldozer Junior. Bulldozer Junior is a mini boss, level 5, melee attacks. It is aggressive, and it drops wild boar's tail hair, heavy leather, very useful item for this, very, very early in the game. A canine ring, another useful ring or item. A small bag, which is again useful. And a small treasure box. Overall, you'll see that mini bosses and bosses are pretty useful. They really are. Now, Bulldozer. That's another mini boss, but some people also call it a boss. I don't really know. I think I'm just calling it a boss on screen. I hope I did, but whatever. Bulldozer is a very quick enemy. It runs very fast. Level 7, attacks in melee style. It is aggressive, so you gotta be very careful if you are a quote noob, very low level. It drops heavy leather. Bulldozer's Tooth. Bulldozer's Tooth is actually very useful for getting a good item. Mystic Stones. You'll see that those items are actually useful later on for a quest and other stuff. Bulldozer Cloak. A fairly good cloak. Very good cloak for this stage in the game. And then it actually drops the skill book. Bull Rush 2, which is a useful skill for warriors. And Cure Poison. That one's for mages. It also drops a small bag. So again, see, mini bosses and bosses always drop very good stuff. They're pretty rare to drop those things, but whenever you see a mini boss or a boss, you should kill it. Anyways, now the final enemy in this area, Bulldozer's brother, a blue pig. Such a stupid name. You'll see that bosses have very, very odd names, kind of stupid in a way. Anyways, its attack style is ranged, I hope. Last time I remember, I think it was. Oh, and I think I got disconnected. Oh, I got disconnected! Sorry, I was looking at my screen. Oh, anyways, aggressive. Yes, it's aggressive. Now, the drops. Heavy leather, Bulldozer's Tooth, Mystic Stone, Bulldozer Cloak, pretty, same thing. I mean, come on. Sorry if you're hearing noises, that's just because I got disconnected and I have to sign back on. But, yeah. So, Bull Rush 2, Cure Poison 2, small bag, small treasure box, armor, scroll D. Again, pretty much the same exact things as Bulldozer. The only difference, I believe, is that it actually drops a small treasure box, which is not even that important, really. Like, who the hell cares? Okay, I logged back on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's Woody-Weedy Forest for you, or Woody-Weedy Forest for you, if you well, you know what I mean, if you're in Ceros. Anyways, I don't want to make these videos like very, very long, over 15 minutes. I'm trying to keep them all under 15 minutes. So sorry that we actually didn't get to fight and do stuff in this episode, but that is actually going to be... What the hell was that? Oh, I keep touching the bottom of the screen. I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, but yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of Kuis here, but we're not going to fight them this time around. We're going to wait for next time. So, next time we're going to go ahead and actually start leveling up and actually playing this game. This was a bit of an introduction. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. You can always leave comments for recommendations, stuff like that. So, goodbye everybody, until next time.